morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a bit of a dip from a hot CPI. And there's quite a few things to watch. I like the rejection into the open here from Meta. That's nice because we had those Meta puts yesterday. I'm going to be looking to take some profits on those. Apple needs to be on watch for a continuation. I think Oracle's looking really good here into the open as well. These are kind of like the main three that I'm going to be watching here. I don't. I do see signs that Meta's going to bounce, so I'm going to be taking profits on the open here. We've got an interesting morning star on SPY. We'll see if it gets a continuation into the open. I don't see signs of it. I'm actually this pre-market's got me kind of bullish, honestly. So we're going to be opening here in 28 seconds. I think you should be kind of ready for a big move off the open here, not going to lie. But we'll see. Okay, we're snagging some profits on Meta here off the open. Him's held up really well, honestly. All right, I'm looking to take some Apple calls here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy the 300s. I'm in on Apple for 240 for May 22nd. Circle's really going for it, man. Oracle reversing on the 15-minute. I wonder if Irene's getting tagged. Not at all. Irene, strong move off the open. Circle, strong reaction. I and Q can set up. Apple working? Maybe I wasn't aggressive enough with Apple. We got that pop of the pre-market. Let's get to the continuation here. 65 minutes still looks really good on Apple, so I'm willing to be patient on it. Kind of watching Meta here. I'm cutting some VIX. Irene, really, really solid recovery out of Irene. I'm going to replace this with Oracle. Oracle had a beautiful setup this morning, but it's just getting bludgeoned, man. Meta going for a reversal here, but market seems to be kind of forming a higher low where bidders can step in. Irene looking really good, man. Minute. I'm going to try Irene here. Oh, Meta's actually getting a continuation. Better watch this Apple 15-minute and make sure it holds. Because market is getting weaker than I expected here. I'm going to try some end-of-week Irene calls. It's running a little hot, but I'm going to look to see if we can catch a bid. I came in small on Irene. Hims tried to reclaim 26 but failed. Apple getting a bounce, or we need to get it a bounce. Now these premiums are moving pretty nicely. By the way, up 5% here. I still don't believe the downside move yet. Not yet. Oracle just dramatically oversold here. There you go, Apple. Let's set some new highs. Really awkward front end short from Oracle, man. There you go, Apple. There you go. Holy crap, NVIDIA, dude. Dude, Meta puts a failed breakdown here below 600. If it fully recovers, holy cow, it can be actually a good long. As people are caught off sides. Meta definitely the misplay today. This thing is just a rocket. Holy cow! Should see a back test, but then a reclaim over the previous day's highs is a good entry. Meta climbing over major resistance here. I'm so glad I took profits, man. I'm so glad. I saw this coming too. I was like, I gotta get out of these puts, bro. I could just see it in the pre-market. All right. I didn't have high enough conviction to take a long, but it's there. Irene coming in defending the bullish EMA. Let's see continuation. I'm small here for the weeklies, although I'm large on like August contracts. I have a decent sized position here. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm sorry if you did. And Goldman Sachs call lotto, but an interesting rejection here, honestly. Really interesting rejection here. Let's watch Tesla. It paid us really well yesterday. I think with this Tesla setup, I got to take a shot at some lottos. Oh my gosh, Nvidia is a monster. I bought that end of week lotto for Tesla, and it's moving really, really nicely. I wish Apple was moving this well. Still up on Apple though. Still up. What is moving well? I mean, quite a bit of red. We did gap down, but the market's strong here. Apple setting new highs here. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oracle trying to catch bids. Nice, nice, nice. Him's trying to recovery. I just don't have good momentum confluence. As I say that, it's trying to get a continuation here in the 15-minute. I think we watched the 65-minute. Oh, it is turning. It is turning. I wonder if I need to be a little more patient. I kind of wonder if 26 is going to be a trap area. I'm going to set the alert here. And then I kind of want to watch some market favorites. Or at least take a look at them. Oh, INTC, man. My God, it's gonna pop through this it's gonna pop through the gap up, isn't it? It's gonna chase Nvidia. Oh, it's so insane, man. What are these priced at? What is the high? High is 135. I could buy 135 for the end of the week. It's like a lot of. Oh my God, they're moving so fast. Oh my word, they're moving so fast. All right, I'll try and get an entry here. I got an entry at 255 for the 135s at the end of the week. Just to get something on there, get something on the board. Still leaning bullish. I didn't take Apple profits. We had an opportunity to take some off for like 12%. I kind of want to hold and see if we get the bigger move. Looks like it's still accumulating here. I think the bigger picture here is just this full reclaim, right? It just looks like almost looks like a bull flag after this major move up. Area consolidation. We're catching some resistance, but overall, you're still confirming the breakout here. So I like this one because if it fails, I'm not gonna take a big loss. I want to take another look at Oracle. Bummer on Oracle. It just got this fat rejection here, but it's defending this prior low. I think, the weekly here says, give me the pop. That's an ugly, evening star. So maybe Oracle pulls back to 180. I think Oracle at 180 is a gift, man. I don't think you see it, but maybe. It's a gift if you can actually pull back there. All right, market retracing some, acting very heavy. Meta is getting the rejection right at 600. Might be hopping back into Meta here. Might be doing it. I just don't like how the 15-minute like did that full recovery. And the 65-minute has like this accumulation to it that I don't like at all. Don't like at all. Apple coming in and defending where we needed to, but it's on watch for potential cut. They turned the 15-minute on SPY, so I mean buyers need to step in like right here, or we're gonna have a down day and the retracement can continue. Lots of support and lower 7,300 area. As you can see here, it was a big accumulation, and then a big accumulation, right? Pretty oversold on the 15-minute for SPY. It's tempting to try Meta here and then just stop it over this high a day. Irene's not working. I'm not willing to stop it yet. So far, my longs really aren't paying here because the market's a lot heavier than I expected. Thought with the video leading the way, Intel might try to play catch up, but the Intel weeklies are kind of getting hit here. But the 15-minute still says bounce. That's the thing on Intel. So let's just keep an eye on it. I'm not looking to pivot quite yet. I am getting stopped on my small Irene position here. As it fails this area consolidation. Excuse me, my word, burping so much. Watch this. I think lots of people get caught offsides on Meta. $65 is about to give up this major support here. Selling can accelerate, so let's be on the watch. Be mindful of that. Apple about to make new high day. Apple did make that new high day, still behaving well. Meta is trying to clear 600. Intel failing. I'm about to flip short on stuff. What's kind of keeping me from not is seeing that this is just like a healthy pullback on NVIDIA. We want to see if SPY will kind of sweep the lows and then recover. It's pretty oversold here. I really don't like how stuff is behaving. All right, I'm stopping Intel. I'm going to take a partial on Apple here. At 270, we had the 240 entry. That was the big play this morning. Our big play's working, and the 2 lottos failed. Okay, NVIDIA's trying to catch a bounce here. Apple up 15% here. We the real move happens over my alert here. So if you can reclaim 294.50, it's just a stair stepping higher right now. The video bounce looks really weak so far. I'm pretty sure earnings is coming up, isn't it? My gosh, you've got every time frame rolling over here. Oh, earnings is much later in the month. Much later. Okay. Intel flipping. Intel flipping very red. Apple's starting to break trend. I like Here's that bounce. This bounce is everything, man. This bounce is everything. If bounce fails, I'm going to be looking for those shorts. CT5 turning 30-minute just now getting bearish, but let's try to be pretty precise with the entry. Let's watch the 5-minute here. In fact, if I get short, I'm probably going to play SPX. I'm going to swap this. I don't like Apple turning here. There's a big candle in the 10-minute, man. I'm going to be cutting this one. Cutting Apple. I'll get back in if you can make a new high. I don't like the way it's behaving. I don't want it to run red on me. Apple, holy cow, holy reversal from Apple. And through the trigger, too. Wow. Wow, what a turd. Wasn't patient enough. I like this bounce from Irene. Premiums aren't bouncing very well, though. A lot of this stuff needs to make more convincing moves to the upside. Hims is getting to reclaim. I don't know. I need to see more Hims. Get over 27. ugly eating star and apple here. Not gonna short it. I'm not gonna short what's been relatively strong on the day. Filled the gap, filled the after hours. This can turn into a really nice short. I think we can hit a good trade here soon. MU really weak. Let's watch the 10-minute on FTX. I'd love to see like 73.85 fail. I noticed that Dell's just been selling since that pop. I wonder if it's given up the full pop. It hasn't yet. Oh, it definitely has. Looks like it came and tested it, and now buyers are trying to step in. Okay. Hmm. Copper hitting all-time highs here. Odds of a rate hike are spiking. MU setting. We can take a look at MU puts, man, but just. I imagine these are stupid expensive. Big buyer for the 700 puts. Big buyer for the 700 puts. No signs of true revision from SPY. It just looks like a back test before headed lower here. So that 757 from MU is interesting. If we do break that, maybe I join that big buyer. That put buyer, that is. I'm being super patient here. Because I feel like the setups are very weak. You know, market even slowing down here quite a bit. This is where you're getting that knee-jerk buy the dip reaction from the market because it's been, it's been trained to do so. But this is where the dip can keep dipping. So if they get punished for that and we see more lows, that's where selling could accelerate, is when those dip buyers start getting punished. Apple is getting a continuation here, which sucks. I mean, it only partly sucks. It's not like I took a loss on it. In fact, I think the more annoying thing about the Apple trade is not being a little bit more aggressive with it off the open, because off the open, I saw a great confluence of this move. Managing risk on it and cutting it a bit early isn't as big of a deal as like not seizing the opportunity a little bit better and buying into the week, or even buying like contracts for tomorrow. Like that's really what you should be writing down notes on and review. Rejection so far. Tesla trying to bounce. Tesla could be interesting for a reversal. I actually held my Tesla autos. If we get back over this like pre-market area, back over 441.69, I might add. But let's see, because it's not really on the chart, but Tesla just one of those weird ones. Like even if the market continues to sell, it can try to make a run for it. It's always, trying to catch the pitcher off guard, trying to run a base while the market's not paying attention. Yeah, congrats if you took that meta long, man. I didn't really have convictions for the long. I just knew I had to get out of those puts and lock in those profits this morning. Be mindful. Like I have some longer swings that are getting hit here. I'm not really worried about those. Like we could pull all the way back to 7,300. We could even pull all the way back to 7,000, and we would still be very much in a bull market, right? But it's important to note you're daily getting overbought here. Your 1 day's been pulling back. It would honestly be nice to see the daily kind of flip red and then do a little short, just a very short recovery here, and that would fuel us for higher highs, and it would also get good alignment with the weekly, which can be an amazing dip to buy moment, buy the dip moment. So MU here is starting to really puke it up. I'm so scarred by this name because it's so tough. It looks like an evening star, like a classic evening star. Like it looks like a classic puke is coming. I feel like I got it. Like there's this huge, huge buyer for the 700s at the end of this week. Another big buyer at the 750s too. Our IV is 112% at the 700s, which is high, but it's not high enough that we can't try this. So I kind of wonder if I tighten up my focus to just this one and give this a shot. So that's interesting, right? Apple just failed. NVIDIA is now getting a turn signal. Let's actually look at the 10-minute because okay, so there's a high likelihood that NVIDIA set the high here. High likelihood that NVIDIA just set the high. So if MU is going to puke, it's going to... Oh, man, it's already puking. Shit. Buying some puts here. Trying to get filled. About the SPX puts. The 7,300s for tomorrow. Sizable position. Looking for the puke. Some are high flyers. Oh, so Intel did give me that trigger. As well for a short. I'm kind of chasing here, but it looks fine. Let's see what these trade at. I'm in the Intel puts. I bought small, the 115s for the end of the week. Big play right now is SPX. It's up 5%. These are very pricey. Okay, they're not for small accounts. Looking for a new low day to take some profits. MU is getting that selling. Our SNDK put is actually starting to move, which is nice. Let's watch that over Tesla. This thing is accelerating to the downside. So let's watch this. Like the 65 minutes really puking. Like it's really puking it up. Intel's really puking it up here too. Okay. Selling starting to accelerate here. We're up 11% on SPX. I can actually, I'm going to take a partial here just in case we catch a double bottom. So took a partial on SPX for 13%. At 670, made that 590 entry. I'll set another partial for 7. Yeah, Intel's just waterfalling, man. These two are waterfalling as well. Hard to add to SNDK, but it is improved. It is starting to pay me some. Let's keep an eye on it. Also, riding this SPX tight, right? So we set that double bottom. And we really want a continuation. We don't really want this thing trying to back test this. So we want selling to accelerate. We don't want to back test. We just got another partial for 700 here. Okay, locking in 18%. We're up 22% on the puts here. Nice trade. Nice trade. I'm down to half now. All right, I'm going to take another one for 7.3 as we come up right here. Okay, so you see this is where the gap can accelerate to the down. So now we're down. I'm down to a runner now. I'm down to a runner. Easy money's been made. Okay, we're up 30% here. That's a nice 23% gain. From here, this is where we we could be looking for a gap fill to the downside. Okay. Intel continuing to accelerate. So Intel puts up 30% here. Okay, stuff's moving, guys. Stuff's moving. Stuff's moving big time here. All right. So let's look to take a partial on Intel at 2.5. That'd be a 30% gain. Okay, we're up 40% on SPX here. I might have even been able to buy the dailies on SPX. Honestly, we'd be up a lot more if I was. We're up 35% though. We're still riding this. SNDK setting more lows. MU trying to catch a bounce here, but SNDK notably not catching a bounce. I'm not getting this partial on Intel that I wanted. I'm going to adjust down to 2.4. I want to lock in some of this. Okay. Let's watch the 5-minute here and see how extended we are. Pretty extended. Okay, we're at 8 now. We're at 8 from 5. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that 8 right there. And I lock that in. We got our partial from Intel as well. Good profits, great profits. I'm getting an alert on oil. Oh no. Let's look at CL. Oh, we're getting the breakout. Oh no. Okay, let's 7:30. Tell me, where's your 65-minute support? Okay, so we're losing the 65-minute support. Wait, that's big. That's big. And remember, guys. So the key on that short was waiting to see how the bounce reacted, right? You know, this is dip buyers with that reaction where they've always been rewarded for buying dips, and then when it fails to new lows, we get the acceleration, right? So we were able to come in and take some size on those puts, and get paid well for it. All right, we're up 45% on Intel puts here. I'm going to lock these in, and then I'm going to look for rolls. I ended up getting 40%. Let's watch this on the 65 minutes. So this is another one giving up major support. Man, congrats if you took MU, by the way. There was that big put buyer. And I really wanted to join him, but then the move started, and I didn't want to chase it on something that's trading at such a high premium. I do want to take a look at what these are trading at now. So they were at 9, now they're at 12. We honestly made more on SPX than we would have on that, and made more on Intel. The implied volatility notably holding up. Like it's actually climbing slightly. Apple's still holding up very well, notably as well. Oh, guys, what am I doing? It's 9:36. You know what that means? That means check the description and come join me in the Discord, all right? I'll be streaming there for the rest of the day. If not, make sure you just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you tomorrow.